Hi, welcome everyone. This is going to be my initial playthrough of Banjo Tooie. So, a little bit of background here. I have played Banjo Kazooie, 100%. I did everything there is to do in that. This was a couple years ago, because I did not grow up. I grew up as a Nintendo kid. I did not grow up with Banjo Kazooie. I was much more of a Mario 64, Smash Bros, Mario Kart, Mario Party. I was very much more that side of the N64. So this is a game that really didn't pique my interest, and as I grew up, other games had my interest. I played Banjo-Kazooie 3 years ago at this point. And I understand it. I definitely understand why a lot of people love this game, or love the series in general. I know I've played a good chunk of Tooie. I've not finished it, which I am going to be required to do before I can start speedrunning it, because this is the reason I'm playing this game is for Speedromizer 9. I am going to be doing the 80% no Bitclips category. However, in order for that to begin, I do need to complete a full game playthrough, and then I also need to do what is known as Jinjo Manip, which is basically setting where the Jinjos are at in a given save file to a specific place. So yeah, that'll be a different thing, but right now, before I can do anything, I have to get a full playthrough done to be able to even start the process of beginning to speedrun the game. So, I'm going to go ahead and just get started. There is going to be a little bit of progress on here because I kind of mess around just a little bit just to see, kind of refresh a little bit with movement controls, things like that. And I've done a lot of research on this. I did watch a good portion of the world record speedrun on this, as well as the individual that submitted it. I did watch a little bit of their run as well. So, for the most part, I should be okay. Because I think I've kind of watched and seen enough of this game that I can probably do the first, like, 2 worlds with minimal issues. Anything past that, I don't make any promises. As I've stated, in case I have not stated it, 3D platformers are not my strong suit. They are not exactly games that I have always been good at. They are games that I have beaten. I have 100% of Mario 64, 100% of Banjo Tooie. I tend to struggle in the later parts of these kinds of games. So I'm hoping to just get to the 70 jiggies that are needed and just be done and then start actually speedrunning. And then if I get the chance, I might come back and get the remaining 20 jiggies and whatever else I missed. But for right now, my goal is just to get to 70 so I can get that done to have everything unlocked, because my understanding is once you beat the game once, so you saw like I had the speed shoes, those are not originally done. What the hell? Because I had a mostly completed file, I wanted to kind of restart just to get the kind of the whole process of this on the channel. But I did have a process long enough to get that squared away. But so I do know a little bit of some of the movement stuff. It's mostly just the early game stuff, and that's about it. So with the Klungo fight, I know that you can go here, do that, and get the hit. And then doing this puts you right by the gate you're supposed to walk out of. And if you're lucky, based on your positioning, Klungo can actually push you forward a little bit, which is kind of nice. So. But yeah, so the goal here is 70 70 jiggies out of the 90 possible. I did get a decent push there from Plungo there, which is nice. But, so, we're just going to move on, and we're going to go do a couple of the movement things that I already know about. At least in terms of things that are going to show up in the speedrun that I know are going to show up in the speedrun. There is a couple things that I've kind of put a little bit of time into practicing off screen just to kind of get an idea of what I'm working with. And now the question is how long does it take? Not that long. Okay, great. I need that. That is a treble clef that provides 20 notes as compared to 5, because unlike in Banjo Kazooie, notes are in sets of 5s, they are not in individual notes. So it's a little more generous in that regard. So, this is King Jingling, and whatever the hell that is. Okay, so, we've got this. He's basically just going to talk to us about how, well, his village is quiet because there's no one here, because they all left, but he kind of needs them back because there's a kickball tournament with the moles. However, the moles don't really play either because Bottles is dead, and that's a whole thing. And then he told me I need to go see Jiggy Wiggy. He's part of a secret ancient order. Fuck! So, this first episode is not going to have too much depending on time because I'm probably going to keep these. I'm going to shoot to have them roughly 20-ish minutes. So, we'll kind of see. But there's a couple things that I want to kind of show off in this first video that I've kind of gotten some knowledge on, things that I know I'm going to have to try and learn and stuff like that. So, I don't care. Cutscenes do not matter to me. The only difference is now Jiggy Wiggy has been, or not Jiggy Wiggy, Jingling is a zombie because he got absolutely blasted. Because long story short on that cutscene is Grunty needs life force to not look like a skeleton. So they tried to suck the life force out of the house and also everything in the house. So because it didn't blast the honeycombs, which is kind of interesting. Okay, die, die. Oh, I'm trying to kill you. Thank you. Why was that so hard? Alright, anyway. Alright. So there's a couple other things that I do know about in terms of like speedrunning and stuff like that. One is going to be, get off the bird, is going to be this. However, I've yet to land this, so I think my plan with this is, unless I can hit this, or learn how to hit this, I'm just gonna jump up top again. Yeah, that's a bit rough. Alright, so we're gonna do it this way. Jump up here, and we're just gonna do this again. Come on. There we go. Now we're here, we can just jump off that and get up here. And this way it leads to exactly where you want to be, where Bottle's house takes you. It is just a little bit weird. So. And I'm realizing I missed something at Squirtle Mountain, but it's not that big of a deal. I will just grab it later. Okay. So there's our first Jinjo. That is a purple Jinjo. So in this game, there's families of Jinjos, and when you complete each one, you're given a Jiggy for doing so. So, something we're going to keep an eye out. So Jiggies are... Yes, Jiggies are going to be something I keep an eye out on, because that's important. Jinjos are as well. Alright. We're going to grab the silo here. This is going to be kind of how we can... Main form of movement throughout the HUD. I don't think I have anything here. Walk in here real quick. I don't think there's anything in here, right? Eggy the Hen. Something egg related. A lot of fourth wall breaking in this. A lot of that. And I do not have any of the eggs in here, so that is of no use to me. Alright. Moving on. So, as I said, this first episode probably isn't going to have too much, just because I'm still getting used to everything, and just kind of showing off the one things that I do know. But the other thing I need to do right now is I need to hit this. And I have literally only ever hit this once. But I do kind of want to hit it. That's way too far out. Come on. I think that's where I want to be aiming. There's a small little lip there that's slightly smaller than the rest of it. I think if I can hit that, that's gonna be this way out. Hopefully. Do you want to hit this? Because there's one other thing I want to try and hit as well. Please? Would really like to hit this. Yeah, this is, I can tell you right now, this is going to be something that I'm going to need to put a lot of time into figuring out. Because if not, most of my Speedromizer run will be just me doing this. And I'm hoping to not have that be the case. What am I doing wrong? But I'm assuming it wants like a directional influence. I'm assuming there's some kind of directional influence that can be attached to this. When you're in the air, you do have, you know, some level of movement ability. Or movability, I should say. It's just a matter of finding the correct spot and hitting it. Of which I do not technically know the correct spot. Well, it's not even a technicality, I just don't know the correct spot. I have a general idea of where I think I need to be, but... a matter of actually getting it. Come on. Too much background noise. And hearing Kazooie break their face. Just, yeah, we're gonna do this for a minute. This is like, because I learned how to do the movement on top of the red Jinjo. I learned the backup that I'm going to use for the gray Jinjo house. But there's no, unlike the one jump that I just did where there was a slightly different way to do it, this doesn't have a different way. There's no other way up without me just straight up going into a whole world and grabbing garbage. Right there with the cutscenes. Whoops, my bad. You need to get past your doorman first. Congrats. There's no way I can just... Yeah, that's not gonna work. Do I need to kind of stand back a little bit? Please? If it's there, where I need to go. Oh, that was too far. I think that might be it. There we go. Okay, so it's not all the way down here. It's son of a bitch. Well, I guess that's what I get for trying to celebrate, is not gonna fucking do it again. It's so annoying. I had it too, and I was just gonna... I should have just held up and gotten a little safer on the platform. Well, the only way to learn is just continuously doing it, so I guess that's what we're doing. Okay, no, that's not that bad. I think I got that. Right, but let's not do it again, yeah? That's a signpost, yes. Yes, what exactly does this say? Magic Globos found your Mumbo Jumbo and Humbo Wumba. Okay. Congrats. Alright, now that we've done that, I'm gonna show... Oops, grab... Oh, hey, I got up there. Nice. Okay, we're getting somewhere with this. Now, I'm still not 100% sure what exactly I'm doing and what I'm looking for, but I'm getting somewhere with stuff. So that's something. We always like getting somewhere. Getting somewhere is a good thing. Right. And I got lost. The other thing that I know about is not that, because I can't get that yet. Because I don't have enough eggs. Or, not enough. Don't have enough eggs. No, don't have enough heart. Don't have enough notes. There's a fun little lineup spot here. If I do like this. This might take longer than the other one to get. But this is gonna go to mine early. Basically what you need to do is there's a pixel or a couple pixels. I'm not quite sure what the range is on it. But there's a way. If you hit a very specific spot, you can go straight in. you are not supposed to be in here until you've done Maya Have Temple. So basically, I'm just making very minor adjustments each time to just see if I can hit it. That was not a minor adjustment, that was a major one. Hold on. I've hit this more than I've hit the other one. This. Although that absolutely couldn't be a case of beginner's luck where I don't actually... Nope, got it, there we go. There we go. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Because I've now done all 4 of the speedrunning tricks that I knew about. Which was getting on the red Jinjo house, getting up to the mine entrance to get into the Wooded Hollow, I believe. The trick to get up to the plateau entrance, and then the trick to get into Glitter Gulch Mine. So, that is the extent of what I know for the speedrun. So, now that I'm in Glitter Gulch Mine early, I may as well just do it. So that's what I'm going to do in the next episode, is I'm going to just clear this out. So, I will see you guys in the next one.